Hey Justice, hey Floor, hey Anila. Welcome to Depression. I'm joking. I need a new life. Hello Scooter. Hello Midnight Breaker. I don't know, the ceiling. Anything that's knocked down, that's what's up. Hello. Henry Ford. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Yes, make sure to read the rules of the stream. So that way you can save yourself the embarrassment and just be a good little noodle. Hello, Crasher Point. My mom is upstairs suffering. Growing a human is hard. I'm not working on anything right now. Thank you for liking my streaming pic. I honestly remember when I was working on it. I'm just like giggling to myself the whole time because honestly, who doesn't love drawing Floof? Also, I'm on my bed in my room again. I know the last few times I've been streaming, I've been upstairs in the living room because my room is really cold. And yeah, it's cold, so bless you. I got a jacket and a hat, and of course I got a blanket so I can just bundle myself up. I totally forgot what the joke was. I'm so sorry. I need to like write it down or something. And I got my doggos over here. Misty, what are you doing? You trying to turn your head around like an owl? She's just looking at me. Sorry, these dogs are my whole world. Lucy, why do you always lick my bedspread? Like, is there something sticky? Yeah, tell me the joke. In the meantime, I'll just search aimlessly for my drawing case, even though I just found it. Hi, Moo Moo. Who's your good Moo Moo? Booja, 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 booja. Oof. Oh, hey there. I don't know what. No. Hang on. Yeah, that's right. You better frickin' run. You're not barking and ruining my life. Hey. This is so awkward, man. Come on up, Misty Moo. Miss Moo. Look at her. No, look at you. Oh. That's funny. That's real funny. Hey, I have a joke. Why did the chicken cross its fingers? Yeah. He didn't because chickens don't have fingers. I'm gonna die single and lonely. Yeah, that's Flickby for you. He's a sassy little ball of fluff. He's the kind of guy. He's the kind of guy who will He's the kind of guy who will savagely roast you if you try to sound cool. Hey, I will not have that. I am a woman and I deserve respect. Oh, I've made fan children for them already. I've made 2 children and I've actually adopted another one from another amino user. The 2 that I made myself, I made Floyd, and I also made a daughter called Rosie, and I adopted one from a friend of mine. I named him Emmy. I will not have this! Yeah, I mean, I don't know, just anyone in general. I don't really have a set. There's not a set person who he's talking to. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I know, I want to draw him doing this. And so I did. There's not really a set scenario. I just wanted to draw him being a sassy fluffball. It's just Bella and Steven. They finally got back from swimming. I swear. She just gets spoiled way too much. Okay, so those of you on Amino, you guys probably already saw this. I mean, I know you guys saw this, but I made an artwork based off of a shit post from Tumblr. I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it and read it. Okay. Look at the cute little Fluffy blushing. And if you can't read it, it says Flaky is saying, "I will take you down," and then Flickby is just like, "I'm sorry, but it feels like I'm being threatened by a cupcake." Oh, you can't. Well, of course you can't swim in the winter, but we have this thing called the YMCA, and there's like there's a thing where you can like open swim at certain times of the day where you can like go in and pay money and then you can swim for a while. It's an indoor pool. Okay. It's not oh yeah. I think I've actually done that a couple times, Anila. It's not actually morning, it's actually nighttime where I am. It's like 10:04. Okay. I'm just going to work on my Trials comic cuz I was actually working on that earlier and I actually wanted to work on it some more. But basically, I'm at a scene where Lammy kind of loses control of her powers and she accidentally zaps her door and her door is broken and some of her living room is actually charred. And I will not have this. I am a woman and I deserve respect, and you will respect me, or you're going in your kennel and you're not going to sleep with me, and I'm not going to snuggle with you. If you want me to snuggle with you, you respect me. Got it? Yep, go ahead. You wore pajamas at your school? Yeah, my school has done that a few times. Several schools that I've been to, actually. Earlier, we were driving by one of my old elementary schools, and I was telling my sister, who's like 6 years old, how much I didn't like it at that old school because I it was just it was a rough school. It I've heard that it actually doesn't have a very good reputation either because I got bullied so much there and I had zero friends and it was just my time there was just a big old case of fuck you, Emily. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What did the fork say to the cake? Well, I think you need to consider the fact that people are bullies for a reason. It's not a good reason, but still, people who are bullies usually have been bullied themselves, whether it's at home or at another school. It's just a matter of what they receive is what they put out. Trash in, trash out. Yeah, I know. I just like talking about it because it makes me feel better, especially now that I have more friends. There's still some cases where people are just like, "Okay, that girl is just a freak." And I'm just like, "I'm not a freak, you're a freak." Okay. First panel is Sergeant Clover talking on his futuristic walkie-talkie. Do you need backup, Sergeant Clover? Now, I'm kind of contemplating whether or not I should have a panel where he answers right away, then gets contradicted and changes mind, or should I have an example scene where Splendid comes in and magic is clearly radiating off of him and he says, "Yeah, I'm actually going to need that backup after all, just in case." Because Sam wants this to be um, peaceful but urgent. She doesn't want a fight to break out, and she's going to request Splendid's presence when this all comes to foreclosure or whatever. You made up new Happy Tree Friend characters? Okay. That sounds great. Why don't you tell me a little bit about them? Hey, Miss Moo. I know you couldn't stay mad at me. Okay, let's see. Should I do the contradicting or. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Just because everyone spits in your face, that doesn't mean you have to spit back. I mean, then you'd be no better than them. I mean, I don't really think that there's a problem with defending yourself, but that doesn't mean you have to become as bad as the person you're defending yourself against. It's like Undertale, be kind, show some mercy. My cousin described the pacifist route of Undertale as you basically just hug your way through battles. And that's actually a very accurate statement because that's pretty much what you can do in the pacifist route. You just hug your way through freaking battles. If only real life worked that way. Can you just imagine two people coming up to each other and all of a sudden their souls are pulled out of their bodies and into a battlefield? And then you just have these little task bars or option bars in front of you, and you just select one, and then you select the sub option. And then you're just like, I do this to you, and then I do this to you, and then you won. Elizabeth, huh? That's very similar to my name. You guys remember that old show slash book series called Clifford the Big Red Dog? It was about that dog that started out as a teeny little puppy that was like the runt of the litter, and he was always so sick, but then his owner, Emily Elizabeth, wished that he would grow up to be big and strong. And then he just kept growing and growing until he was a gigantic dog. And then they moved to that whatever place from across the sea, and he met friends there and all that. Oh, definitely do Pikachu because I'm really excited for the Detective Pikachu movie. Even though I'm not as big as I'm not a big. I'm my cousin is the biggest Pokemon nerd in our family. So even though I'm not as big a Pokemon nerd as she is, I'm still pretty excited because I actually used to play Pokemon games on my Nintendo 64 a lot. I used to play Pokemon Stadium with my cousin, and I used to play Hey You Pikachu, which was basically this game where like you could hook up this little microphone thing to one of the controller outlets or whatever, and then you could like press the button on the other controller, and then you could speak into the microphone, and it would like send these little bubbles over to Pikachu, and if you said the right words and commands, it would like you could tell Pikachu to do the Thunderbolt and also tell him to send the ingredients back to Bulbasaur so he can make this soup or whatever. Hey, hey, Nana, what's going on? Ah, Jeebus Crimbles! Oh, Bella. Why do you have to scare the living daylights out of me?
I don't know. Hello.
This is Bella. You guys have seen her.
Ow.
As you can see, she's wearing glasses now.
Ow, ow, ow.
What's wrong, Bella?
I ran across my
The Y?
yeah. It was I got it to 30 to 38 and to 40 or 50. Have Brian Reynolds get out. Okay, Misty, that's not nice.
What did Misty do? She's just sniffing.
No, she just like meh.
Well, she's a dog. Dogs do dog things. Everyone's saying hi, Bella. She likes to pretend she's shy. She thinks it makes her look more and more cute. Boop. Bella, if you don't stop being cute, I'm going to explode into frosting, and then what are you gonna do?
Eat you.
See what I have to put up with? I have to put up with this little giggle bot. I'm taking some of these, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
Bella, I have a sensory disorder.
Well, how old are you guys?
She's asking how old you guys are.
Leave the comments down below.
Crasher Point is 16. Shade Blackfield is 15.
Well,
Just give it time. YouTube is not the most efficient source. I just spit directly on my paper involuntarily. Sometimes when I'm eating something that's really good, spit will randomly fly out of my mouth.
sorry.
It's not your fault.
Oh, yeah.
So are you gonna stay in here?
Mhm.
Okay, then you can sit right there.
I want to be with your live stream.
Okay, but don't crowd me.
Okay, I'll go over here. Sorry, guys. Ow. Sorry.
Bella, careful, you're stepping on my charging cord. Yeah, you can just be right there.
Oi.
Anela is 13. You're crowding me.
Sorry.
Also, you're sitting on my eraser.
But I want to see this face. I want to see this.
Then ask me to turn the camera. It's common sense, Bella.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening. What is happening at your place?
I need to clean my glasses.
Bella.
This is how I used to look.
It's snowing, huh?
Good for you guys.
We've already got snow. We've got snow to spare.
Yeah, we got snow to spare. Guys.
Bella, don't say things if you don't know what they mean.
And tomorrow I have bowling.
Yeah, every Saturday my sister goes to this bowling thing with her friend.
It's a bowling league, Emmy.
Yeah, she goes to this bowling league thing.
It's not a thing. It's just called a bowling league. Now, as I was saying, my sister's weird.
I'm sorry, when have you brought up this conversation topic, even though it's completely 100% true?
You're actually really funny.
Of course I'm funny. I'm related to you.
Well, yeah.
It's so hard to keep some positions consistent. Okay, where's my ruler?
No.
Bowling is for nerds? Well, in that case, bowling is for cool people. So I guess if you don't bowl, then you're not cool. I'm just kidding. Don't take the things I say so seriously unless I want you to take it seriously. Chew with your mouth closed.
Even our mom's having a baby.
Yeah, they know, Bella. I don't keep my avid viewers under a rock. I keep them under a piece of wood. You can see
What are
some.
they saying? What are they saying?
Give me a sec. I'm struggling with a ruler here. A lot of people are saying stuff about snow and bowling. Anela's talking about her OCs. When a person looks to love, take it in your heart now, lover. Hi, Bella.
Nom nom.
Don't you nom me. I'll nom you. I'll nom on your ears.
I'm not on your hat.
Okay, but it's got a dead terrorist on it. Yeah, yeah, I know. Take a hike. You had pizza for dinner, huh, Crasher? I like pizza.
Me too. There's even time for you too, Crasher. Ow.
Well, don't do that. You're just showing off.
So, what else are you having for dinner, Crasher? Just pizza.
Dead by Daylight.
What does Crasher say now?
Nothing new so far. Right now I'm drawing the eyes on Clover. And I always like doing the eyes because, I don't know, I'm just really good with eyes. Because eyes are windows to the soul. Shade Blackfield says that they had meatloaf for lunch.
You meatloaf.
Crasher said he had only pizza.
What, Crasher? Really?
My sister is not a big fan of meat. She doesn't like steak. She doesn't like chicken. She doesn't like turkey. She doesn't like ham.
I do not like. Well, I like pasta.
Pasta is not meat. It's a starch. But for some reason, she likes spaghetti. And my mom uses meat in the spaghetti.
Lucy, why are you biting your foot, you weirdo?
I don't know.
She's like.
Oh, I love meat. I also love Markiplier. Markiplier in a suit is my new obsession.
Gross. Rocky goes blush.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. I was actually just watching a Jacksepticeye vlog earlier today. Because I love Jacksepticeye. I was showing one of his videos to my mom because she likes Irish accents. And I also like Irish accents, so. Gosh, I am highly anticipating the Steven Universe arc Diamond Days. Are you chewing with your mouth closed? Alright. Tell us the good jokes, Justice. Oh, and Justice, this is my sister. Her name is Bella. Social movie? I don't know what you're talking about.
go.
Justice says hi. She's not at all shy. Oh, Sonic. Yeah, I did see, and I actually really like Sonic's design. I mean, it does take some getting used to for the eyes, but it's actually really good. Meanwhile, the rest of the Sonic fandom is like, ew, no, this is bad because it's new. Don't take this the wrong way, but I think a lot of people in the Sonic fandom are freaking jerks because they just dismiss everything new that they see. They just dismiss anything different that strays from what they think Sonic should be. Like, things evolve whether you want them to or not. I don't know, how do you make 7 an even number?
Hey guys, what do you call a dead chicken? A rooster.
Take the S out. Oh, I get it, because 7, like, if you take out the S in the word 7, it says even, so you make it even. I get it, that's clever. My sister doesn't know how jokes work. She thinks if she just says random things in a joking tone, that it's just automatically gonna be funny.
Pop pop. Bob bob. Ay 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 ay. Love you, Emily.
What?
Love you.
You weren't loving me earlier when you were hitting me in the car.
Don't tell.
Too bad, I already did.
Nah.
So, Bella, why don't you tell them how excited you are about having a new sister? I don't know, why are ghosts bad liars?
Well, we already have a name. It's Adeline Grace Russell. But my whole name is Isabel Dawn Russell. Weird.
Bella, you shouldn't give away stuff like that on the internet.
Emily.
Yes, because you can see right through them. I've actually heard that joke.
Lincoln Roadhouse.
Hey, don't say my full name.
Alado.
It's dangerous.
Why?
Because reasons. I don't know, what did the water say to the boat? Oopsies. I don't want to make his torso too tiny.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth, Emily.
Alright. Don't forget your stuff here.
No, you can keep those.
Yay, cool, I get free snacks. Best sister ever. Ah, don't step on my charging cord. Worst sister ever. I'm joking. Oh, there goes Bella Boo. Now back on the real star. I'm joking. Whatever. Nothing just waves. Oh, that's... I don't know. What should they call the people on Earth? Because in this AU, the humans, they don't refer to the planet Earth as Earth. They just call it the blue planet. Meanwhile, where they live, they call that Earth. Let's see. What should I call it? I had a name picked out, but I don't know it. Anons. You want me them to be called that? Hello, welcome back. Okay. And where'd you get the idea for that? Thank you, Justice. I love being happy. Finals is gonna kill you. Oh! Hey! Don't you frickin' bark. I will smite you. Oh. That's cool. Alright, I'll do that. Bunch of frickin' food spam in the chat. Okay, that's nice, but don't spam so much. Okay. I'm gonna reach over, boop this dog's nose, and then go back. Yeah, okay. ANNON. Whoopsies. I don't want to do the triple dot just yet. There. Now the triple dot. Okay, hang on. I'm doing some lines here. There we go. Oh, that's very nice of you. But I don't mind you guys talking to me while I work. I mean, it actually keeps things interesting. Keeps our relationships good. Trust me, relationships are hard for me to maintain, mostly considering that I'm not a very consistently social person. I struggle with socializing like a lot. Okay. Oopsies. There we go. And then there's the stuff in the background. And then his arms come down like this. I'm drawing Splendid right now. And just erase that part. Who is it? Come in.
I want to show you something.
What do you want to show me? Oh, that's cute. Let me see. Oh my gosh, it's is that Mulan?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Look at this cute little thing. I don't know, why did the girl throw the butter out the window?
My mommy, come.
Yeah, I've actually heard that one. Okay. And then there's a slight end of a fence coming up around Lambie's house. I actually have a headcanon why her fence is red. I have a headcanon where when she was trying to paint it and then she ran out of white paint And so there was some weird stuff that happened with Lumpy, and of course it ended in total disaster because he's him, and also because she doesn't like him, because they are actually enemies. It's been confirmed on the wiki, and you can probably guess from looking at the episodes, but basically something happens where she dies, of course, and her blood gets into the paint, and he just finishes painting her fence, and it's just, red. I don't know, why do gnomes mow their lawns? That's not even funny. Like, where do you get that? Okay. And now I'll just have him smiling slightly with his buck teeth. I'm not used to drawing their mouths closed actually because usually when I draw tree friends lately I've just been drawing them with like these big open smiles and open mouths. Ugh, why are fingers so freaking hard to draw? I mean, of course. Oh, whoopsies. Okay. And like that. There we go. Hey, Miles, thank you. Oh, jeez, man. I think, doesn't going commando have something to do with your underwear or something? I mean, I could be wrong, and they could just have two meanings. I mean, I heard the term going commando in Romeo and Juliet, and they wouldn't just like. Well, I mean, they would, but like seriously. I'm kind of concerned about some cartoons that put adult jokes in them because, like, how do we know that these kids, they say that it's not going to matter because kids aren't going to know, but, and what I was going to say was, how do these people who make the movies, how do they know that these kids aren't going to go to their parents and ask what that means? Well, I've seen Romeo and Juliet. I've even seen the Sherlock Gnomes thing. And honestly, I don't get why people were immediately hating on it the moment the trailer dropped. I mean, I guess people just get way too mad at unnecessary sequels, quote unquote, but like seriously, I honestly didn't think it was that bad. I mean, the original was obviously better, but Romeo and Juliet, like Sherlock Gnomes, it was not too bad. I mean, I kind of foresaw that um, Watson was going to somehow be a secret twist proprietor or whatever, even though he wasn't really trying to be a villain. He was just trying to teach Sherlock a lesson. But I didn't see that there was going to be a double cross with Moriarty returning. Yeah, there were a lot of things that I didn't expect in that movie. So that's good. Anyway, back to this art. I'm drawing Splendid's eyes right now, which are like these ovular oblongy shapes. At least that's what Ken Navarro called them in his How to Draw Happy Tree Friends video. He used the term oblong like quite a bit. I remember he also joked about how Cuddles' cotton top puff thing looked like a lumpy space princess from Adventure Time or something. That's what Lumpy Space Princess is from, right? The Adventure Time, right? I don't know. I was never allowed to watch Adventure Time, and I just assumed that my mom was right and that it was stupid. But I've actually heard good things about it, and I've seen good things about it. Yeah, but now I've learned that just because my mom says things, that doesn't mean that it automatically has to become my opinion. Now that I'm much older, I've realized that I can form opinions of my own, and I don't always have to agree with my mom and sound like an idiot. But when people hear that I'm not allowed to watch certain things because of my mom, they think it's kind of lame, and I'm just like, hey, my mom is my mom. I'm not disobeying her for this. There we go. That's another page done. I'll be honest, I was kind of getting lost with this story, even though I just started, because I felt like I was just randomly making pages and I was not building a story of some kind, but now I feel like I kind of am. Yeah, I know. I saw a clip of Marceline and Princess Bubblegum kissing. Oh, sure. Sorry, I completely forgot. I just didn't think you guys really cared. Hang on a sec. Oh, there, that's a better position. If you guys can't read, just let me know. That's Sergeant Clover. Well, if a parent makes rules, it's generally for a good reason. Do you need backup, Sergeant Clover? Hmm? Another Anon approaching. Wee, wee, wee. His device is going off because it detects magical energy coming from Splendid's body. You know, because Splendid has powers. Along with being a communicator, it's also a magic detector. That's how he was able to find Lammy. No, you don't have to be sorry. You didn't do anything. I just didn't think you guys cared about seeing it since it's bad quality. Ugh. I'm not sleepy. What are you talking about? Okay, let's see. I can hear my mom in my sister's room next door. I can hear her going up the stairs now. I don't know why, but I've been watching like old Sugar Crisp commercials like nonstop lately. Probably the whole reason I started watching old Sugar Crisp commercials because I was watching a Game Grumps segment where they were joking about the mascot of Sugar Crisp, the sugar bear. Like they were making vaguely political statements in the voice of Sugar Bear and also the Granny Good Witch from the 1950s and 1960s commercials. Cause like I think the first Sugar Crisp commercial was like in the 50s, like right in 1950, and it was like this little commercial with a musical ditty in it. It was like these two little kids. They were like bored out of their minds and they wanted a snack, and there were these three little stop motion animated bears singing a song to them about Sugar Crisp and how you can eat it as a cereal, as a snack, or like candy right out of the box. It's actually a very charming commercial, even though the stop motion animation takes some getting used to. And then it goes right on to the you can't hear me? Guys, can you hear me right now? Oh, well, never mind then. Okay, so anyway, what I was talking about was the next set was like this set of commercials with the sugar bear, and he just keeps singing, I can't get enough of that sugar crisp, sugar crisp, sugar crisp. I can't get enough of that sugar crisp, keeps me going strong. And there was like this old lady called Granny Goodwitch, and she was apparently the only human in the forest in the context of this commercial. And she basically would always try to hide the sugar crisp from Sugar Bear, and he always managed to get it in the end. Commercials were interesting back then. Oh, no, no, it's fine. Whatever, man. We all make mistakes, especially if you're me. I think the jingle for the first commercial, it went something like, Look at Johnny and Janie Black, watching and wishing they had a snack. Hello, what's this? Hold on to your chairs. Our three friends, the honey bears. And then they're like, We heard you were looking for something to eat, something delicious, something sweet. We know they're a treat that can't be beat. And the kids are like, Oh, Sugar Crisp, it's fun to eat. And then they just keep singing about how you can eat it like three different ways. Like you can eat it as a breakfast cereal, as a snack, or like with milk and cream, or cream, sorry. And it was charming, and I'm just like, oh wow, commercials were actually like this in the 50s. It's charming. It's really, really nice, you know? Hello, Chlarklua. Chlark. Hey. 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 One high is enough. Yeah. I mean, like, I get it, you're probably excited, but like, one high is enough. But yeah, I'm just completely obsessed with watching these Sugar Crisp commercials. And like every so often they would like change mascots or themes. Like the first it was just those three little honey bears, and then it was the sugar bear, and the sugar bear became like the permanent mascot. And like it was Sugar Bear and then the granny Good Witch who would always try to keep the Sugar Crisp from him. And then it would go on to Sugar Bear basically being a hero that would stop this villain ruffian guy called Blob, and he would like pollute things, and also he'd um he'd try to take over things like Mars and junk like that. And then it went to like this thing where they at some point they renamed it Super Sugar Crisp, and then it would go to him like becoming this superhero. Every time someone would take the Sugar Crisp away from the kids, he would transform into like this Hulk superhero dude and then get the Sugar Crisp back no matter what. And then like I think it went on to like him basically beating up anyone who tried to steal the Sugar Crisp with like one punch. He claimed it as a power packed vitamin punch or something. He would like throw some Sugar Crisp puffs into his mouth, and then he would just like use his mad skills to like overcome the whatever it is. Okay. I don't remember exactly what their theme was afterwards, but they also had some live action commercials with mixed in like they had live action mixed in with animation, kind of like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit thing, where like Sugar Bear would appear in someone's in a couple's home and serve them Sugar Crisp in the morning. I think they only did that like twice, but it was actually pretty entertaining. And they immediately recognized him from like their childhood and something. Um Earlier, I was working on another part of my Taking Turns fanfic. Originally, that started out as just like a two-shot lemon between Flippy and Flaky, and then of course Flickby gets his turn because I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. But then I'm just like, you know what? I want to add little mini stories to this couple's journey. So earlier, I was working on a mini story, and it took place before they actually got married in the story anyway. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, fic contained self-harm and self-hatred and also bullying, because I told you guys how in my alternate universe Flickby, he changes his ways and he becomes a much better person. And yeah, he a lot of people aren't so easily convinced, go figure, and they just a lot of people start bullying him, like whispering things under their breath, and also basically what was happening was he was running some errands for Flaky so she could go play video games with Cuddles and Toothy, and he insisted on doing so even though she tried to protest. But in the end, he won. Go figure, and he just ended up doing the errands for her. And along the way, people just kept whispering things about him, like, "Hey, you see that guy over there? He's a monster. Don't even go near him. I heard that he eats intestines for intimate pleasure or whatever, something like that. Anyway." And while it didn't really bother him at first, he just did his best to like grin and bear it. When he like left the library after checking out a book that Flaky wanted, which was Little House on the Prairie, by the way, uh, these teenagers just threw balloons filled with red liquid at him, and it caused him to go into a kind of frenzy where he thought he was covered in blood when he wasn't. They just kept teasing him and taunting him and calling him a freak, and they were quote unquote giving him a taste of his own medicine, and it was just horrible. I felt horrible while writing it. But yeah, I felt absolutely horrible while writing it because like I hate bullying. Yeah. And he basically just ran home and immediately washed all the red stuff off of him, and he calmed down for a while, but then he's just like letting their words get to him. And I remember I made one of the teenagers say to him, "Yeah, look at him run. Why don't you go kill yourself while you're at it?" And oh god, I felt so horrible. And he just felt like no one would miss him when he was gone if he was gone, even though that's not true. He was just letting the bully's words get to him. And then when Flaky comes home, I haven't gotten this far, but I've gotten as far as her walking into the kitchen and finding him, but not finding out that there's blood. And she basically walks into the kitchen and finds him. She finds a bloody knife, and he's trying to pick it back up, and he just he has he has cuts all over his wrists, and he's losing blood fast, and then he tries to explain that it's not what she thinks, even though it is what she thinks. And then he passes out from the blood loss, and she yells at Cuddles and Toothy to call an ambulance. That's the part I'm working on anyway. The part where she finds the blood and all that. Oh, whoopsies. I forgot to draw Clover's chin whiskers on this panel. There we go. I'm just not used to drawing facial hair, so. In fact, the last two fan arts I did of Jacksepticeye, I felt really awkward drawing his stubble because, I'm not used to drawing facial hair, so I always think it looks kind of awkward. But yeah, that's basically what I was working on earlier, and I was actually chatting with the moderator, Floor, on Amino while I was working on it. Yeah, it's interesting. I actually have experiences with self-harm. Alright, yeah, I'll make sure to, hang on, I'll just find the original fanfic, and then I'll send you the link, and that way you can keep updated with it. Hang on, I'll find it. Excuse me. So tired. I mean, no, I'm not tired. I'm not tired at all. What are you freaking talking about? There you go. There you go. You're welcome. Be warned, it has mature content in it, such as lemons, and also cursing, but whatever. Alright. I love how Splendid just doesn't even see him. He's just so blissfully unaware with his and his eyes are closed, so he's so blissfully unaware, just like in the show. Oddly enough. Oh, I can't get enough of that shit. Damn it! It's my own fault for frickin' listening to those frickin' commercials. Oh, but they're so good though. I actually am tempted to go to the store and buy a box of Sugar Crisp, even though it's called Golden Crisp now. Well, yeah, of course. What do you think? Okay. Okay. So the house ends here. There's some grass blades sticking up because that looks fashionable. Because why the fuck not? I like how I do Clover's hair. It's just like one of those shortcut things. You want to know about me? Okay. Um, what's my fear? Oh, I have many fears. My biggest fear is the real world. I am afraid of growing up. I am afraid of changing. I am afraid of going to college. I am afraid of the dark. I am afraid of creepy pastas. I'm afraid of The Fly because that is a scary horror movie. I'm scared of Thanksgiving because that is also a scary looking horror movie. There we go. Alright then. Sounds good. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just concentrating hard. I can hear the microwave buttons being pushed upstairs. Now I'm drawing the ears. Splendid has round, circular ears. Um, I don't remember what the fanfiction was called, but there was like this Happy Tree Friends fanfiction I was reading a while back, and Splendid was basically just explaining that he knew about a secret that was going on or whatever, and basically he said something along the someone they were asking how he knew that, and he said something along the lines of, "My ears do more than frame my head, you know." Oh, I don't know why I'm just suddenly thinking of Dunkaroos. Friggin' weird. I was watching Kids versus Food, which is like this show segment that the Fine brothers have on their channel. And basically I was watching a lot of their episodes, and there was like this episode where kids were trying 90s snacks. They actually do 2 segments of that. And one of the one of the 90s snacks was Dunkaroos, which is basically these graham crackers that you could dip in a tub of chocolate frosting. It's kind of like those handy snack things where like you get those little cracker sticks and then a little cheese thing on the side. All right. My back hurts. I can't stress how much we artists are in pain. Like, I'm pretty sure a whole lot of artists get carpal tunnel in their hands because of how often they have to, like, hold the pencil like this. Did you know that you guys know that Hubba Bubba bubble gum where, like, it's like this circle-shaped thing where, like, you open it up and there's, like, a spiral of gum in it, and then you take it out like that? That was actually invented in the 90s, and actually the whole idea of the function of them is like a tape dispenser. Mm. Another thing that was a 90s snack was dinosaur egg oatmeal, which I've actually tried. It's very, very, very good. Um, So basically, in the late 90s, what happened was they wanted to make oatmeal more fun for kids so they would eat it more often. Because, oatmeal is not really popular amongst kids because they just don't like it because it tastes kind of bland and it's all lumpy and junk or whatever. But basically, what they did was they created these little dinosaur egg things that they're like these little dinosaur things that are made out of sugar, and they're encased in these little eggs that are also made of sugar. So they're like in the oatmeal. So you just have to add hot water to hatch them, make the sugar egg disintegrate, and then inside are the dinosaur candy things. And then you just eat it. The first time I made it, I actually didn't like it, but that's because I accidentally made it too watery because I'm not used to making oatmeal. So I didn't know the test theories ins and outs of making oatmeal. So now I just have a technique where when I pour the oatmeal thing into a bowl, before I pour water on it and put it in the microwave, I pick the dinosaur candy eggs out and put them on the side, and then I put water on the oatmeal in the bowl, and then I microwave it, and then I stir it up a little bit, make sure it's not too watery, and then I sprinkle the candies all over it, and then I stir it around a little bit. Sometimes I get a bite of the eggs even if they're not hatched, but whatever, it's still good. I think I might try other kinds of oatmeal now that I like this, but I don't think anything will ever beat the dinosaur egg oatmeal. I'm sorry. What am I talking about anymore? I bet this is so interesting. I bet it's so interesting to hear me talk about 90s oatmeal. I was kind of worried that they wouldn't have it. Like, I thought it might have been discontinued, but I'm just like, hey, if these kids are eating it, it must still be sold somewhere or something. Okay. So far, I have 3 panels. It's Clover checking his communicator slash magic detector, and he detects signs of magic coming from Splendid, and he just hides behind Lammy's house and watches Splendid walk by. Okay. I have this panel pictured in my head, but can I actually pull it off? Can I actually make it look how I want it to look? We shall see. Just gonna start with the head, and then. Oopsies. I didn't want to make the head that shape. His ear is up here. Did you know that our ears are actually at the same level as our eyes? Like you can kind of see on your head that your eyes, because your eyes are right here, and then your ears are here, so your ears are like at the same level as your eyes. What am I planning for Christmas? Well, I think my relatives from Wisconsin are coming over. My mom's older sister and her daughters, and also her oldest daughter has a son. So I'm looking forward to that. I really hope they can make it because I don't get to see them very often because of complicated reasons that I don't even begin to understand. But I'm just hoping that they'll come over for Christmas. And also over Christmas vacation, I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed. Not looking forward to that though. But I am looking forward to new Steven Universe episodes for that upcoming arc, Diamond Days. I've been so excited. I've been rewatching promos and watching all these crazy theory videos by the Round Table. They're actually a very awesome channel. Um, but yeah, that's basically what I'm looking forward to this Christmas break. Family coming from Wisconsin, Steven Universe, and I'm not looking forward to getting my wisdom teeth removed. Because even though you're asleep for the surgery, it's still like you feel it when you wake up. It hurts. I've heard that it hurts really, really bad when you wake up. Like you don't feel the pain during the surgery because you're asleep. And then when you wake up later, you just have all that pain for like a week or so, and it's very uncomfortable, and you feel high or something. I don't know. I'm just not looking forward to it because going to the doctor is stressful enough. Like getting a shot is stressful enough for me, but I'm about to inhale a gas that makes me sleep, and then when I wake up, my gums are going to hurt like hell. So I'm not looking forward to getting my wisdom teeth removed. But my mom says that it's necessary because wisdom teeth are really not a necessary set of teeth because they come in way back here behind your 12-year-old molars, and there's generally not enough room for your wisdom teeth, and they can also cause problems for your other two teeth, like they can chip them, and I don't know. But basically, my mom says she's not even going to risk the chances of problems happening with my teeth, so she just wants to preemptively remove them. Also, hi, Lily Cat. I'm sorry I didn't say hi sooner, but I was ranting about Christmas and Steven Universe and wisdom teeth in Wisconsin. Did you know that Wisconsin is a dairy country, meaning it's famous for its milk and cheese? I love milk and cheese, two of my favorite dairy products, along with yogurt and other cool things. I think one of life's many joys comes from dipping one plain thing like potato in many flavored things. That's from Dan and Phil, by the way. I love those cute little British boys. Anyway, okay, it's gonna be a little bit different than I pictured it, but whatever. Who gives a frog's fat ass? I certainly don't. Okay, his jacket comes down like that. Brie cheese, huh? You know, my mom told me that she can't eat certain types of cheese while she's pregnant, and actually, brie is one of them. I don't think I've ever had brie, or maybe I have and I just don't remember. But the most common cheese I think I've ever eaten is sliced cheddar cheese or whatever. I have no clue. But it's that square shaped cheese that's kind of flimsy. It's really good to put on your scrambled eggs in the morning, like when you make scrambled eggs for breakfast, and then you put that cheese on top of it and it melts, and then you go in and you eat it, and oh my gosh, it's manna from heaven, I tell you. But really, that's interesting. Your mom got you brie cheese from Costco, huh? Is that a store or is that a country? I don't even know anymore. Okay. Okay. And then it comes up like that. Oops. Jeez. Freaking Sugar Crisp commercials. Get out of my damn brain. Oh, okay. Get enough of that Sugar Crisp, Sugar Crisp. Oh, yeah, because I'm just like, I think I've heard of that before. I don't know if we have one where I live. Where I live, we have things like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and Sam's Club, and Radio Shack, and Jiffy Lube. Jiffy Lube is a place where it's a place where they take care of cars or something. I wouldn't know. I don't have a car. Yeah, okay, it's definitely going to be different from how I pictured it, but who freaking cares? No one. That's who. Ha 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 ha. Also, if when you guys look at these pages, when if I ever get them posted in the future and colored, please don't judge me on the inconsistent proportions. I know I try to make it as consistent as I possibly can, but proportions and consistency are two of my greatest weaknesses. I'm looking to improve that, but it's a slow process. But a slow process is better than no process at all, you know? You just like, you never get things done, you know? Right. I'm just trying to draw Clover in like an epic position. Oh man, I would love to get fan art for like fan art for these human OCs, like if I ever get these pages posted. Because like fan art is something that I really, really love getting. But I actually genuinely like Sergeant Clover. I mean, aside from Cora, Clover, Aurelio Clover has to be one of my favorite human Happy Tree Friend OCs so far. Mostly because I love his design and how cute he looks with his little haircut and the little gap. He has like a gap between his teeth, kind of like 2D from Gorillas. Like in the earlier phases, he had like a thing going on. And he also has the chin whiskers. And like he tries to be a serious sergeant, but in reality, he just looks cute no matter what he does. I don't know why, but I always accidentally make these guys look really cute, even when I'm trying to make them look either scary or freaking paralyzed on the spot, or whatever. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna erase this part on his head. Okay. Wait a sec. So his eyes are like this. So, what are you guys up to right now? You guys doing anything interesting while you're sitting here with me or whatever? Oopsies, that's a little small. Geez, I just do not know how to be professional at all. Uh, excuse me. If you have to go, then you have to go. I'm not gonna keep you here and like get you in trouble or something like. Or if you're tired, then you can definitely go to sleep. I mean, I'm getting tired myself. I'm definitely gonna go to sleep soon. Whoopsies, I made the eyes uneven. Uneven proportions, Joe. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm the Oogie Boogie Man. Yeah, see you tomorrow, too. Chin whiskers. I still need to work out a color scheme for Sergeant Clover. So far, I only have a color scheme worked out for Cora. White hair, yellow eyes, light blue coat. You get the picture. But oh, hello, Sicky. Okay then. Can't forget the buttons on the cuffs of his sleeves. All right. That's all for tonight. I think I'm just gonna end off the stream here and then watch a little bit of what I streamed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yep. See ya. Yeah. Oh, so sleepy. Peace out, my 25ers.